Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Nano Make Sense haul to show to y'all. So I am gonna go ahead and be upfront with it. I'm gonna do it in kind of two parts, not two separate videos, but the first half of this is gonna be the stuff that I was sent for free, you know, my own personal blends that she poured for the website, my customs, and then the second half of this will be all of the stuff I paid for and purchased myself. With all that being said, is there anything else I want to say before I start the video? I mean, yeah, as always, I'm going to be linking everything down below with Nano Make Sense, as I do with every other vendor in my description box. Some quick updates in the group, I guess. Go ahead and talk about them on here. So we have a Palo Santo sampler that we're currently working on. We have a couple of them poured and ready. We're just waiting on another shipment of the Palo Santo oil so we can keep that up. We will be doing two separate samplers, it's looking like. One that's a bakery, coffee, fruity Palo Santo blends, and then another that's just in general more fresh, clean, conceptual sampler is what we're looking at doing. I think that's about it. And then we're thinking about doing a couple of polls in the group. One will definitely be, sorry if you hear cars going by, it's a little early in the morning for me, but we will be having a whole separate polls coming up next couple of months. One of them being a potential winter blend contest, as well as looking at what shapes y'all would like to see us add to the site. So just be sure to join the group and keep up to date with all that stuff. We'll be announcing a lot of stuff, and I'll be going more into depth with the stuff I've been talking about a little bit closer to time. But with all that being said, I printed out, sent descriptions and everything so I could make it as concise and as lost my train of thought, but anyway, to make it as easy on me as it is for y'all. So let's go ahead and jump into the video, almost 2 minutes in. So also I'll be leaving timestamp when I start the other haul in case you don't want to see the stuff I made for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's just a thought I had. So anyway, diving in, let's go ahead and find the first one on the list. Here we have Halloween Town Bake Shop in the cute little ghost shape. See, she has some of the cutest Halloween shapes, and a lot of these, if not all of these, are Halloween shapes. So anyway, I'm looking forward to showing those. So this one is a blend of cider donut type, which is a Bath & Body Works dupe, farm stand apple dupe, bear claws, and zucchini bread. So it is definitely very apple forward and apple heavy, apple bakery. If you don't like apple bakery, this is not going to be for you, especially if you don't like very heavy apple bakery scents. Sorry if you hear the chair moving, it's got one leg broken, so sorry. You do get a very mulled cider, caramel, apple, mixing in with you get two different kinds of bakery. Bear Claws has more of that cinnamon, powdered sugar, greasy bakery donut type of vibe. Whereas the zucchini bread is a lighter spiced, creamy bakery kind of scent. Almost like a zucchini bread batter kind of vibe, not quite fully baked yet. Love this one, perfect for fall. All of these really are, but that one I just adore. I'm trying to go in order of what I have it typed out as, so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. This next one, I adore this one. She killed this shape. This one is going to be Pillow Forts. This cute little jack-o'-lantern, two-toned. Doesn't go all the way through to the back, but this is the first time I think she's done it like this, and I think it's gorgeous. This is a blend of Lord of Misrule, cashmere, woods and tonka bean, and woolen blanket, I believe. Yes, this is very sensual, earthy, patchouli, cedar woods, very velvety, smooth, creamy kind of woods. This is beautiful. Very warm, inviting. It's the best way I can describe it. Next up we have, this one was a total shock because I'm not going to lie to y'all. I put two oils together that I've never smelled before in my life, but I thought it would sound really good, especially with the name I had in mind for it. Here we have Spirit of Fire. Beautiful Frankenstein head kind of vibe. Spirit of Fire is a blend of Barnwood and Fireside Serenity. This is so beautiful. I think I've smelled Barnwood here and there, but it wasn't really a scent I ever paid too much attention to. I had never heard of Fireside Serenity. It has that warm, glowing embers and a slight, sweet it's very sweet, smoky, woodsy vibe. It's not like Fireside from Bath and Body Works, and I'm not talking marshmallow fires. I'm talking about the actual Fireside candle, very smoky, amber, woodsy. This is more toned down, subtle, has more, again, creamy, outdoorsy vibes. It's not too intense. And it's also not a wide variety of woods. It seems very singular in its woodsiness, very, not charred wood, but kind of like you just lit wood on fire in the fireplace is the vibe it's giving off to me. I live for it. It's a very sweet woodsy scent. So if you like scents like Marshmallow Fireside Palo Santo, Spirit of Fire is going to be right up your alley. Next we have Sweet Potato Treats. Again, she killed this one. Look at this. She took one of her bundt shapes and then just filled it up with green. And I mean, the second I saw it, I knew it was a pumpkin. So Sweet Potato Treats is a blend of sweet potato pie, pretzel, and chestnuts and brown sugar. Her pretzel is buttery, sweet, just slightly yeasty, but it's kind of, how's the best way to describe it? It's kind of like you took fresh baked bread, toned the yeastiness down, way down, got it to have a slightly more crunchy brioche kind of vibe, and added brown sugar to it. This is beautiful. And that's just the pretzel. Then the chestnut and brown sugar adds that glazed, toasted nut vibe slightly in the background, and that sweet potato pie is just that sweet Thanksgiving vibe without adding really any spice to it. Sweet potato and brown sugar is definitely the spicier sweet potato oil. This one's just a very creamy sweet potato pie filling almost. It smells like you made sweet potato bars. I love this. And I don't really like the taste of sweet potato, but I sure do love the way it smells. And this smells lovely. So if you're a big bakery person like I am, this is for you. Sweet potato treats, delicious. And next up we have To Grandma's House We Go. This is one of my older blends that I've had for a while now, but I did think it would be really fun for her to pour it. This one is apple butter cornbread. Got a crossbones, vampire teeth. I actually, I had to almost beg her, it felt like, to get this mold because it was a little bit harder to find, admittedly, and I kind of felt bad. But I think it's such a cute shape, especially for the loaf I got it on, which I still need to show those. I had to get rid of the original video because I didn't like the way it turned out, but anyway. I love her fang mold and just the packs that these come in. I think it's really cute, like fall pack. So it's apple butter cornbread. Cornbread is just my bakery scent for fall this year. I've never really been too into cornbread until like fairly recently. And I'm really loving it. It smells like that sweet southern cornbread. Kind of like a lady at church made it. And if you're not from the South or you don't know anyone who has southern cooking in their veins, it's just a vibe. And then that apple butter just adds that spiced apple sweet. Like, again, apple butter is just very warm stewed apples. It's almost like apple cider, except it's less mulling spices and it doesn't typically have any other base notes in it. Like, oftentimes a lot of ciders will have some citrusy undertones sometimes, but not apple butter. Okay, this one is probably my favorite one that I blended myself. I don't know, there's so many good ones. A lot of these were loves. But this one's definitely like at least in top 2, top 3. You want to play a game. And this is one, I love this because I actively love, okay, little fact about me. I love being scared. I love scaring people. I love horror movies. Specifically, the Saw franchise is one of the ones that I'm more recently getting into. I actually have the movie set coming today, ordered for my birthday, so that's exciting. But anyway, you want to play a game. One of my favorite things, and I am going to say it now how I say it when I'm trying to scare someone, just because I don't know. This is going to be weird, but I actively say, you want to play a game? And it is my favorite thing in the world to scare people like that. And especially if I'm right around the corner or something, I know they're coming. It's just a fun thing. I like being scared too. So anyway, you want to play a game is one of my favorite things to say when I'm actively trying to scare people in my family because it just works and it's something that we say to each other. But not only that do I have that kind of going into it with this blend, it's a little haunted house shape. Look at the color schemes. The drizzle. I love when she does the drizzle effects on anything, especially when she does it. I know I have it here somewhere. Especially when I won't show the name quite yet, but when she does it on these little tarts, I just adore it. So to see her move it on to other shapes, and just the tie-dye kind of effect, the red, blue, purples, and white, it just, I just love the way it turned out. But anyway, you want to play a game is a blend of blood orange, pink sugar, and marshmallow fluff. And I'm sorry now if you can hear my dog drinking water. My sweet, beautiful birth son, my baby. So, her pink sugar, like, historically has been very sharp to me, which there's nothing wrong with the sharp pink sugar. It's just, the reason I'm bringing it up is that marshmallow fluff blended with the pink sugar, they lean and move off of each other to the point where the marshmallow fluff isn't some blender kind of marshmallow scent. It actually feels like it belongs in the blend, if that makes sense. Oftentimes people will throw a marshmallow or a vanilla scent in something because they don't exactly know what to put with it. And that's not like shade, that's not a bad thing. It's just, that's what vanilla has just become for a lot of us who blend our stuff is, oh, this blend needs something, let's throw some vanilla in it. This actually complements the pink sugar so well. It tones down the sharper notes in it and accentuates the fruity cotton candy perfumeness of it all. And her blood orange, I've said it before and I'll say it again, her blood orange is so authentic. It smells like you just sat down, you rolled out the blood orange to get all the juices and oils going, you zested it up, you cut that thing open, and you're smelling the pith in the juice just getting all over your hands, and you're getting the zest of it, you're playing with the zest. It's honestly such a refreshing, invigorating smell. And to have that go with that pink sugar marshmallow combo is just, it's absolutely lovely. That's one of my favorite scents I think I've ever, I don't know if I want to say I've ever made, but in recent times, I have to say this is definitely a top one, and definitely a top one in this order. Plus it has a cute little scent memory attached to it, so anyway, I adored it. I will definitely, honestly, I can say I'd probably get that in the loaf if I have loaf money anytime soon. I'm trying to be good without like buying too much wax. And I have that whole Palo Santo samplers coming soon when we launch that for that pre-order. So I'm trying not to get too much wax, but I can definitely say sometime in the future at least I will be getting You Want to Play a Game in a loaf. Moving on, keep it going with the ones that I've made. We have Autumn Equinox. I love her mummy shape. I adore this shape so much. I couldn't tell you why other than I just love mummy. I don't know. I don't see really mummies included too much in Halloween shapes or horror related topic discussions. You know what I mean? Like I don't typically see them too often. So just to know that she has a cute little mummy mold, I don't know, it just makes me happy. But Autumn Equinox this one was such a crapshoot because I've never had Celtic Moon Spice anything. Autumn Afternoon and Autumn Sunset I think I've smelled before, but again I didn't really play with them, I just melted them. So this is Autumn Equinox, Autumn Afternoon, Autumn Sunset, Celtic Moon Spice, and Sugar Cookie. Here it is. Again, sometimes, here's the thing, you can't be scared to put oils together even if you've never smelt them because you're not going to get something this good out of it unless you try. This is beautiful. This is, again, very conceptual, high-end scent to me. First and foremost, you get that sagey fallen leaves, the weather's starting to turn, you're getting the cool, crisp fall air mixing in with that apple cinnamon vibe, and then you have that Celtic Moon Spice, which adds a deeper, darker cinnamon, clove, allspice kind of vibe without it being red hots. And that sweet vanilla sugar cookie just kind of helps tone down the cinnamon, I don't want to say cinnamonness, but the spiciness, and helps it round out a little bit more. Again, this scent is just, again, very high-end conceptual, kind of like you're eating a sugar cookie outside while you're picking apples in an apple orchard and the leaves are starting to fall. I mean, that's the best way. If I had to give it a picture, in my mind, that's what I envision. I love this scent. Definitely one of the top ones over here. Moving on, we have Autumn Fresh. Cute little ladybug shape. I think this is the only one that's not like Halloween related so far, except maybe this one that's more fall. But Autumn Fresh is Autumn Afternoon in stainless steel. Autumn Afternoon is the one that has those sagey, fresh fallen leaves undertones. Mixing with that stainless steel shower gel, this smells, again, stainless steel, the best way I can describe it is it just smells like a sexy body wash. Like, I would use this body wash myself, and I would actively seek out someone who uses this body wash. Oh, Yep. This one just puts me in a good mood. I just love the way stainless steel smells. The Autumn Afternoon, while it is definitely taking the backseat to the stainless steel is a very strong oil. I will say it does add a slight... It's not as musky and it's not as body care-esque. It definitely adds a more underlying freshness to the blend that I can really appreciate in it. This one, I'm in love with. Here we have Book of Shadows. This one seemed to be pretty popular, I believe. A couple of these, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I think some of these have already sold out by now. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly which ones. We're looking at repouring a couple more of these, but especially, I don't know what happened. I just got like a lower, like I'm on 20% on my phone, so I'm going to have to kind of pick this up a bit. But I don't exactly know which ones we're going to be repouring or which ones are going to be able to, especially with the whole like big pre-order coming up. So I don't exactly know, but so some of them may be sold out, but again, you can always get customs on the site, ranging from, I believe, $9 for an 8-ounce bag to $13 for a loaf. Anyway, here we have Book of Shadows. This is Leather Jacket, Nag Shampoo, and Library. And it smells like a very... This is what I imagine Dracula's library would smell like. Very musty in a good way. I'm not talking about, oh, that boy's musty. No. I mean, it's like... It has that feel of very old, vintage-style books that haven't been opened in almost a century. Like, very old, dust-covered books. Mixing you with that Nag Shampoo, incense, smoky, sweet vibes. And that leather jacket just helps that leather... Or not the leather, but the library books, almost kind of like a leather-bound spell book, which is where the Book of Shadows idea kind of came from with this blend. So, it's very... It's not for the faint of heart. It's a very strong in-your-face... It's 3 very strong in-your-face intense oils all blended together, but they work. They don't need like a binder like something like White Clouds or a vanilla. It doesn't need any kind of body care scents. It doesn't need blue sugar or anything crazy. It just needs itself, which for 3 very in-your-face scents isn't always the most common thing, but it's... I just love the way it turned out. It's beautiful. This one is... County Fair Massacre, which is a blend of Pleasingly Pumpkin, Funnel Cake, and Kettle Corn. So again, this is another one of the little fall pack kind of shapes. This one's definitely more fall with the pumpkins and the owl. So Pleasingly Pumpkin, Funnel Cake, and Kettle Corn. So the Kettle Corn I'm actually getting to smell a little bit more. I will say this, if you like popcorn scents and you want one that's not as in your face, Nana Makes Sense is a really good Kettle Corn because it's not super buttery. It's not, it's also not going to knock you out and be the only thing you smell in a blend, which I can appreciate from her. Especially because I love the smell of popcorn scents. I just don't want it to be pure butter, in essence, is what I'm trying to say. Her funnel cake is definitely very spicy. I'm going to have to cough for a second, I'm sorry. My apologies. I tried holding that in, but I felt the wheeziness in my breath start coming on. Her funnel cake definitely leans very spicy cinnamon sugar, but the Pleasingly Pumpkin isn't spicy. Her Pleasingly Pumpkin is kind of like almost a pumpkin puree vibe, so imagine you're dipping your funnel cakes that you just got at your county fair into pumpkin puree, and you have a bag of kettle corn in your other hand, I guess. It's definitely reading very carnival vibes, and I'm living for it. Especially since we didn't get to go this year because of everything going on in the world. So I'm not a real big person that loves to go outdoors and do outside activities, but there's just something about going to a county fair, going to a carnival that just, it's just the fall vibes of it all. And lastly, of the ones that I made myself, almost 20 fucking minutes in, we have Halloween Frappuccino. Cute little ghost shape. And this is a blend of strawberry bread, candy corn frosting, and coconut cream frappuccino. Okay, first and foremost, the strawberry bread in this is very, what type of bread was it? I even looked it up because it reminded me of a bread that I made a while back. It kind of smells just like strawberry jam rolls, kind of. There's a specific strawberry bread that you actually weave together, and you cross different, so you separate the dough, you cross it over, and it has strawberry jam or whatever other kind of fruit filling you want on the inside. You cut it and split it open, and it's like 6 different strains you tie together. I don't remember exactly what that bread is called, but it reminds me of that. You put strawberry jam in there. So in essence, kind of like a strawberry, like dinner roll kind of vibe. But then you do get that really sweet coconut creaminess, almost artificial coconut. Not quite there, not like a frosted coconut snowball vibe, but probably a stage of coconut right before that. And you get that honey vanilla buttercream frosting. Candy corn is tends to smell very honey, toffee, vanilla vibes to me. It's a very authentic candy corn buttercream oil. I like the way it turned out. I'm really looking forward to see what it does melted, because they all are kind of fighting for dominance here in the blend, so I kind of want to see which one pops off a little bit more. So that was it for the ones that I made. Now I'm going to get onto the ones that I paid for myself. These, okay, I'm going to start with this one. This is Founder's Day. This is one of my old blends that I did go ahead and purchase again. It'll open. I believe this is apple butter funnel cake, and it's got something else in it. I know it does. Kettle corn. That's what it is. Apple butter, kettle corn, funnel cake. This also has carnival vibes, but this is a more apple kind of carnival vibe. So if there's a pumpkin carnival kind of vibe where you can get with County Fair, Massacre, and Founder's Day, definitely has more of the apple kind of fair vibe. I absolutely love it. Again, that's one of my ones that I just had to go ahead and repurchase. Now, going back into... Sorry, I just made a really bad typo on one of these, because I didn't know what I was reading for a second. It was a pretty bad typo, good lord. So here we have Formidable, which is fresh picked strawberries and Forest Hike. And Forest Hike is a blend of juniper berries, sweet tart cranberries, and a woody aroma. So I'm the only one that smelled this in my household that likes this scent. But when I tell y'all I love it, that juniper berry, very rich, smoky tree scent, blending in with that strawberry and cranberry, it's just two very, I don't know, I just wouldn't have thought that strawberry, cranberry, juniper berries, and woods would have been good. But I still want to try it because I don't know why it just spoke to me, but that tart, rich cranberry and that very outdoorsy juniper berry tree vibe, and that fresh picked strawberry just adds that almost like a strawberry juice on a tree vibe. I don't know. I love this one though. Very berry heavy tree scent. This would be really good for, again, seasonal melters. If I had to give this a good time frame to melt this would be really good for right about now when you're transitioning scents from summer to fall. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Let's see if I can find this one so I can like actually keep going in order. Otherwise, I might lose my mind just a little bit. Or not. We could just go ahead and do this then. Sorry. I came very unprepared, so my bad. So let's go ahead and do Granny's favorite treats. I actually bought 2 of this. This was one that I was sent to test out to do with the original blend contest. A lot of these were from the fall blend contest. This one is Danish butter cookies, rose jam, lemon sugar, and baked pie crust. Again, this one, I'm going to go ahead and save them for, I believe, all the rest of the ones I got. I think maybe one more was mine from, again, an old kind of blend thing that I helped her out with, but these are none of mine. I believe these were all from people in the blend contest. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I wish I wrote their names down when I was copying and pasting the description. But I believe this one was from Jennifer Bobst Strickland. I believe this is hers. This one, again, Danish butter cookie, rose jam, lemon sugar, baked pie crust. Very royal dessert vibe. It's very, high-end dessert. Like, this is something I would pay like $50 for a small, like, little macaron. That's what I kind of picture when I smell this. It's a beautiful, beautiful scent, especially when warmed. Good Lord. That scent is strong, too. Here we have Gobble Gobble. This is cornbread, cranberries, funnel cake, and vanilla buttercream. A little bundt shape. Kind of smells like you mixed cornbread batter and funnel cake batter together and made like a cornbread funnel cake. I don't think that's a thing, but that's the kind of vibe it's giving me. And he made a cranberry buttercream and just used it as a dipping sauce. I think it smells really nice. Again, this would be really good for a Thanksgiving kind of vibe. Maybe it's just the name and the cornbread and cranberries, but I think that'd be really good for like a Thanksgiving kind of scent. This one is Thankful. This one I was very hesitant on because I'm still trying to figure out if I like espresso, or maybe I just like Nana Makes Sense espresso oil maybe, but it's not exactly my favorite coffee oil still, the ones I do like if it is. But anyway, this one is a blend of fresh baked bread, blueberry, Palo Santo, and espresso coffee. This one, it smells better than I thought. So you do kind of get the vibe of, it smells like you're doing too much in your house, is the way I describe this. It smells like you got too much going on. It smells like you have a cup of coffee roasting and you're trying to, finish the cup you're currently drinking. Then you have some Palo Santo incense going. You're trying to, use that up. And then you have that blueberry baked bread vibe. And it's a very, yeasty bakery bread mixing with that blueberry. Kind of giving me similar vibes, but definitely not as good as the strawberry bread oil. It's good, but again, it smells like you got too much going on in your house. But I still kind of weirdly like it, so I'm gonna have to melt this and give my final thoughts on it because I don't want to judge it too hard, but that's my honest opinion on that one. Let's keep it going. Harvest Moon. This one was so good, and this one I think again was created by Jennifer. I'm only gonna say the ones I think were created by people if I would put good money on it being created by them. But Harvest Moon is Palo Santo, oud wood, stainless steel, and blue sugar. Y'all. Very fresh, clean, woodsy outdoors. This would be really good in a body wash. Again, this is a scent that I could very well see being very good in body care. So this is why I wish a lot of vendors did body care. I would eat this up. Again, if Nana Makes Sense, girl, if you ever do body care, Miss Barbara, I will clear you out because scents like this need to be in body care. This is gorgeous. Very natural, woodsy, sweet. Almost a slight sandalwood undertone mixing in with that blue sugar sweetness to kind of sweeten everything else up in the blend. So it's not super sweet, and she has a very sweet blue sugar. It's just not showing up too much in this, and that's a good thing because you have 3 other oils that it kind of needs to help tone down a little bit and tie together. And again, that stainless steel just smells, it smells like a specific body wash I used to have, and I think that's why I like it so much. Stainless steel, maybe stainless steel is a dupe. I'm gonna have to check on that because part of me thinks it might actually be a dupe of an old shower gel. But anyway, I love that scent. It's one of the ones I rated the highest personally. It was just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Here we have Blood Moon. This one, Blood Orange, Palo Santo, and I believe Vanilla Bean Noel, or maybe Marshmallow Fluff. But I think it's Vanilla Bean Noel. Yeah, that's Vanilla Bean Noel. Yep. So it just, again, has that very bright, fresh blood orange. Again, kind of like you rolled it around, cut it in half. You have the pith, the very bitter part of it, but then you also have the sweet juices and the zest all over your hands, kind of mixing together. And that Palo Santo, woodsy. Again, it just kind of smells like you have incense going in the background while you're cutting up a blood orange. And that Vanilla Bean Oil just adds a little bit of sweetness to it. Doesn't leave too much to the imagination here. It blends very beautifully together. Cute little ladybug shape. Continuing on, I believe Elizabeth made that, Elizabeth Reyes. I'm pretty sure that's her blend. I think this one's hers too. Breakfast in Dead. This one is pumpkin pecan waffles type, toasted marshmallow, and whipped cream. I'm so glad I can smell more than just pumpkin pecan waffles in this. This is one that we actually had a little bit of trouble with because we didn't want pumpkin pecan waffles to be too strong in this, but we still want it to like be known in the blend. To me, it first and foremost smells kind of like you made, it's been a while since I've made it, so I'm not going to say for sure, but this did kind of give me the memory of making a marshmallow whipped cream. Really all you do is it's heavy cream, powdered sugar, and you add some marshmallow fluff to it. For me, now I have to use vegan marshmallow fluff, but it's still the same kind of vibe, very sticky, sweet. It has almost like a rest, when it rests in a bowl, it's kind of almost like a meringue, almost, except it doesn't torch as well. That's the kind of vibe it gives me, and you layered that on top of pumpkin pecan waffles. Very nutty, not really any pumpkin, it's very nutty maple, pancakey waffle bakery crispness in a bakery note. Very beautiful together. This would be a really good base to add other bakery notes to add other fruity notes to. I could honestly see myself doing like maybe a cranberry palo santo with this. Just something different to add onto that kind of bakery vibe, but this is very beautiful on its own. Very well done. This one we have here is pumpkin head. This is brown sugar, vanilla pumpkin marshmallow, and zucchini bread. Again, very creamy bakery zucchini bread, light spices. The vanilla pumpkin marshmallow and the brown sugar just gives it like a brown sugar marshmallow buttercream. Oh my god, I love this. It has that molasses, sweet, sticky kind of scent. This smells very sticky. I love this. And again, that vanilla pumpkin marshmallow just adds that slight hint of spice with a very gooey, fluffy marshmallow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pumpkin head plus breakfast and dead. I might have to try a piece of those two together, actually. I think those would go really nice. Here we have, she did do a small typo on the end of it, but this is supposed to be Ouija, which is Ouija, like Ouija boards. This is Fresh Fallen Leaves, Marshmallow Fireside, Cider Lane. I go back and forth saying both, but it's both of those Bath & Body Works dupes in Fresh Fallen Leaves. The Cider Lane has that caramel apple cider vibe going for it. Marshmallow Fireside adds that smoky woods toasted marshmallow, and that Fresh Fallen Leaves adds a almost Bath & Body Works leaves type quality to this without it being as moldy. Here's the thing about leaves. I did get a couple, I think at least 1 or 2 blends with leaves in it. I think they're coming up. Leaves oftentimes has a moldy apple vibe to me, whereas spiced apple toddy doesn't. I don't know why. Some people think they're the same. I smelt them both side by side. I disagree. This Fresh Fallen Leaves gives me kind of like spiced apple toddy vibes. If you took the apple note in that and added like the fresh fall foliage falling leaves from the actual leaves candle together, that's kind of what it gives me. I actually really like this one, and I was kind of scared with Fresh Fallen Leaves, but it's beautiful together. Only got a couple more to go. 2, 4, 5. So we got 5 more. Here we have, speaking of leaves, here we go. This is I'm Falling For You, cute little pumpkin kind of shape again. This one is Leaves, Cider Lane, Cinnamon Sugar Donut, and Marshmallow Fireside. This one, that sweet, gooey marshmallow in the Fireside is very strong in this scent. Mixed with that Cinnamon Sugar Donut, very greasy cinnamon, yeasty donuts kind of vibe, mixing it with that caramel apple Cider Lane. And I'm not really that big on Mac Apple because of Cider Lane. That's, I think, honestly the scent that took me out of Mac Apple. But I'm really starting to notice that I can appreciate Mac Apple, especially in blends, better now, even if it's with something like Cider Lane kind of Mac Apple. And again, the leaves in this, I don't get that like moldy apple scent, so I'm really enjoying this. It kind of smells like you're out camping, roasting marshmallows, and baking cinnamon sugar donuts. I don't know how you'd bake out there in the woods, getting cryptids and Bigfoot and all that other mess looking at you, trying to get your food. I don't know how you managed to make donuts out in the woods, but this scent smells like you figured out a way. Gorgeous. This is one of the other ones that I was kind of very, I was excited to smell it, but when I got it in, it was one of those scents that was kind of very, I don't know, I'm gonna have to melt it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All Hallows Eve, which is zucchini bread, cranberries, vanilla pumpkin marshmallow, and sugar cookies. Almost all I get from this is zucchini bread and cranberry. And I feel like it's missing something. I was expecting that gooey, buttery marshmallow with light spices mixing with that vanilla pumpkin marshmallow mixing with that creamy cinnamon bakery zucchini bread. And then coming in with a sugar cookie, it's got like a slight bakery, slightly undercooked like sugar cookie dough vibe, and that cranberry would just tie it together, give it some more depth. But all I get is like a really tart cinnamon sugar kind of zucchini bread. I will melt it because again, things can always, and they almost always do change at least slightly when melted. So I'm looking forward to trying it. Cute little owl shape, but it's one of my least favorites from everything that I did purchase. Coffin cake. This is sweet potato, brown sugar, toasted marshmallow, and funnel cake. Y'all, spicy sweet potato, brown sugar, light spices for fall. I will tell you, I will be melting. I love melting sweet potato scents for. I don't really pick out my melts too much. Like I'm not really a big seasonal melter. I might melt a piece or two of this beforehand, but I'm gonna save at least a piece of this to melt on Thanksgiving Day. Or maybe even like right after Halloween to get me in the mood. I love this scent, y'all. And I just got the 10% of my phone notification, so I only got 2 more cents, so I'm gonna have to kind of pick it up because I don't want my phone to die on me. Here you have Afternoon Delight, another owl shape. Afternoon Delight is vanilla pumpkin marshmallow, bear claws, coconut cream pie. This one slaps, y'all. That creamy coconut cream pie has that like coconut cream custard. Toasted coconut flakes mixing in with that bear claws, cinnamon sugar donut almost kind of vibe. And that fluffy marshmallow almost feels like you injected a bear claw with vanilla pumpkin marshmallow and then you baked it into a coconut cream pie. Is the best way to describe this. This is pure fall perfection. I adore this scent. This is gorgeous. Straight up. I might actually melt a piece of this with All Hallows Eve, see what that does. And lastly, Gather Together. Let me find the notes on Gather Together real quick. This is Amish Friendship Bread, Zucchini Bread, Pumpkin Souffle. I believe this is mine, actually. I could be very much wrong, but I do believe this one was mine. Gather Together. So now that I've let it sit like a day almost, I am getting the Amish Friendship Bread now. Almost like that cherry almond cinnamon bread. That creamy bakery from that zucchini bread. Again, I love her zucchini. She is my favorite zucchini bread. That pumpkin souffle is just that very light, creamy pumpkin bakery note. Just, again, ties everything together. That's my haul, y'all. So, move these papers out of the way. This is my Nana Makes Sense haul. To show you, let me kind of show you all the stuff it leans towards in the back. It's all the lovely stuff that I have to show you. I think I already talked about everything I was going to tell you at the end of the video in the beginning, but again, just make sure you join her group. We have a lot of fun stuff coming for y'all. I did recently join on as an admin, so I will be posting a lot for her and with her. Again, keep your eyes out for some Palo Santo samplers. We're working on those. Those will be a pre-order. What else? Do I have any other announcements? I think that's it. If you ever have any questions about Nana Makes Sense or any of the other vendors I talk about or anything like that, feel free to comment down below or message me either on Messenger on Facebook if you can find my Facebook account. It's not exactly an account I leave open for people on the internet, but I mean, if you can find me in the wax groups posting my hauls, feel free to message me. Or on Instagram at Crazy About Candles. I am fairly active on there. At least I try to be. So again, all that stuff will always be linked down below in my link tree. So if you want to see all my relevant links for myself, that will be there. All the Nana Makes Sense stuff down below will be linked. We also have a TikTok account. I'm running her TikTok for Nana Makes Sense. So if you're on TikTok and you want to see some like chopping videos and melt pool stuff, you can definitely see that over there. I'm going to try promoting that a little bit more. So that will also be linked in the description box. I think that's it. So I'm going to end the video off here. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if any of these were your blends so I can give you... Actually, no. I'll just look it up and I'll put it in the comments of all the people's blends and who made them, because I want to give them credit, proper credit, not just the ones I remember. I think that's it though. So thank you all so much for watching. This is a 40-minute video. So if you watch to the end, thank you. Oh my God. You're a real one. So I'm going to end it off here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.